Hello, true believers. Matt here again at Heroes for Hire Comic Club. We got a comic review for you again. This one's another G.I. Joe Silent issue. I just reviewed G.I. Joe Silent issue, Silent issue because they're Cobra Silent issues for Baroness, and now we're reviewing the G.I. Joe Silent Mission Crimson Guard. And this is a Jorge Fornes variant. Gabrielle Harbin did the cover A, and they had a black and white for that too. You know, and they got the ones that spell out Cobra. There's like 5 of them. They all spell out C-O-B-R-A, Cobra. So when I get into it, we'll get into the creative team on this one. Gabrielle Hardman is the writer artist, and Matt Hollingsworth is the colorist. And we have covers by Gabrielle Hardman, Jorge Fornes, and Peter Smith. And this is also it's from Image Skybound. But they picked up the IP a couple 2 or 3 years ago, and also, of course, the back history. Like I explained in the last video, G.I. Joe issue 21 from the G.I. Joe Real American Hero issue 21 from back in the 80s, the Marvel Comics, that Larry Hama. Of course, they had to do it because there was a problem with the printer. The original story was scrapped, so Larry Hama and the team had to scramble. So he did all silent issue with no words to save time. So there was no dialogue. And it went off like gangbusters. It's one of the most legendary comics in comic book history. And don't just ask me, it's a very popular issue. It's probably one of the most sought after. It's probably more sought after in a high grade newsstand than G.I. Joe issue 1 from that era. But now, of course, there are other silent interludes or silent issues that weren't totally silent, but like one of the first ones that I've ever heard of was from Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. that Jim Steranko did, which Marvel gave him some flack for back in the day. There was like 13 or 14 panels, I think, maybe, or pages that were just all silent, him going on this mission. So it goes back further than that. I'm sure there was others. If anybody can remember any other comics that had silent or extended silent interludes in their pages, please let me know in the comments. So anyway, this one is more about like the Crimson Guard, I think, and the indoctrination of being in Cobra. I won't tell you a lot of what's going on, but it does open up, and they're like, he's like, see, a Crimson Guard is like the elite of the elite Cobra troopers. Their sole purpose in life is to protect Cobra Commander, or do stuff and do his bidding. And Cobra Commander, they also protect Cobra Commander. That no matter what, their lives are nothing. His life is everything to them. So there's like an indoctrination going on. You see, we got Tomax and Zamont, the twins, and he's coordinating these two. And then there's an explosion, and the earth shakes. Their little secret Cobra Island, and you find out why the Joe team has come a knocking. Joe. So they're coming in to try to take and capture Cobra Commander and destroy Cobra's base. Well, and then what you get a lot in this one is like, and the artwork's pretty damn dope. And another thing, like I said in the last time review of the silent issue, is you really, when you're doing this, the writer has to write down. Of course, the writer and the artist did this one. It's different than the other one, but when they scripts it out. Now you have to be sure that your panels tell the story because you're not using any words at all. So anyway, but he does a really great job of that. Really great job with it on that. It really does tell the story, and you also get to see how indoctrinated these Crimson Guard people are into the terrorist organization known as Cobra. They're just completely 100% loyal to Cobra Commander no matter what. But Cobra Commander is not 100% loyal to them. So that's I'm not going to foreshadow, but we get some guest appearances by people like Scarlet and Duke. Shipwreck shows up for a split second, but this is it's not focused on them because this is a Cobra centric, and Stalker shows up. There's Stalker. It is a Cobra centric take on the silent missions, which is pretty cool. We got about 3 more coming out. I think there's a Zartan one and a Firefly one, and I can't remember the other one. There's another one too, but I think it's the water moccasin. The guy that drives it. What's his name? Copperhead. So there's a Copperhead centric one too, but they're all Cobra centric, like I said. But like some great paneling here. Look at this, like crocodile attacking. and like just great like artwork. Like you see the explosions. Like, I just love this. So I mean, I highly recommend this one, especially if you're a G.I. Joe fan, or if you just like stories told without words and just art. It's really great. They've done a great job on the Barons one. There's a great job on this one. I highly look forward to the next 3 in this series, and I really like the ones they did for G.I. Joe a few months ago. So another one I highly recommend, especially for G.I. Joe fans. So and G.I. Joe and Cobra fans specifically, I guess, but I like both of them pretty good. Although we're going to go with this one with Cobra. But until next time, thanks for watching. And until next time, true believers, Cobra!
Come, son of Jarrell! Kneel before Zod! Snoochie boochies.